close game, guys. Close game. Well hard fought. You know, you had him. Chinggis Warriors. You know, that was Christ. The fact is, as well, though, is that 13-0, like, obviously it's a 13-0. Just, you know, it's what it is on the label. You know,
Yeah.
Can't disagree with that. No round was close. There was, I think, like 1 2v2. And the rest were very one-sided. So, yeah, Chinggis Warrior kind of got owned. Rare Atom, though, now on Inferno. And last time they started on the T side against Chinggis Warriors on Inferno, they got 3 rounds. It was a 3-9.5 to Chinggis Warriors. It was a 13-11 game. And when they started on the CT side, they were the ones to get 9 rounds on the first half. So it seems like both teams very heavily dependent on that CT side. But already, though, Child King has just got an opening. So is Liang. And I don't want to say it, but this is what happened last map.
Yeah, it's not off to a great start. Are you cool? Anything? Any spice that you could perhaps throw in the pot here? It really is just kind of Rare Atom running at them. There's nothing more than that. I was kind of saying it in the break, right? Rare Atom really do just kind of hold W, and then they win their fights. And a lot of their peaks are outrageous. They'll swing like genuinely like a Porsche at a freaking, maybe not Porsche. Who does Max Verstappen? No. Who does Max Verstappen drive for? Is that Red Bull? There you go. It's a Red Bull car, whatever that engine is. Whatever their engine is, it's that car.
This is some bull knowledge right here about F1.
Listen, I know very little about F1. I know Verstappen. So the Verstappen of CS is on Rare Atom, and is just swinging around corners and hitting shots. And I think that for CW, imagine you're on the F1 track and a Red Bull car just comes swinging around a corner. It's very much
like
a similar
Williams
reaction.
In 2020.
Sure, Freddie. Whoever that is.
They were very slow.
Gotcha.
They used to be anyways. Well, I think I also don't have much ball knowledge. I used to watch F1 and then it just got quite boring.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike is my one true love.
Real.
Also, I think Kaze is saving for an AWP. I really respect the dual Berettas purchase, or sorry, the lack of purchase in this round. An AWP first gun round on the T side of Inferno is certainly a decision, and I feel like they can't do anything wrong. They are yet to lose a round at all in this matchup. As they start off Inferno well. They need to be careful though. It's against an eco, it's against USPs, sure, but News has a flashbang primed and there's a lot of pistols that could peek on it. Just make sure gotta make sure the pistols aren't gonna be a worry, and Summers just killed them, so it's all good.
I mean, they just kind of ran in front of his gun. Like, he barely had to adjust. That's tough. It is tough out here, folks. News? No, okay. We hoped. We dreamed.
That was a 5-man B stack, by the way.
Yep. And they got 1. And it was only because he was...
USPs?
Yeah, but...
Still, though. Still.
I mean, bro was literally standing on the fountain in the middle of nowhere, just, like, holding M1 with a MAC-10 and getting 3. I mean, it's egregious. It's really bad.
Kaze has been dropped the MAC-10. Oh no, he picked it off, I think, off someone's body. Kaze, yeah, okay. So no AWP first gun round. It's actually Kaze just on that SMG. This is fast. You said Max Verstappen. They are racing up brackets. A good trade from Summer. There was 3 players that started towards the B bomb site for Chinggis Warriors. So there's a bit of confusion with these rotations now. There's only actually 1 player on the bomb site itself. Look how fast though the players from Banana have pivoted and have ran up middle. They're already in brackets, but the bomb site has been completely lost. It's a 4 versus 3 now post-plant for Rare Atom. And even though Chinggis Warriors are really close, I don't think it matters. It just looks like it's another great start for Rare Atom, unless Zora and Article can get anything done, and it looks like they shall not. Heads are being rocked, and Rare Atom, I don't want to say it, but Another 13-0 would be very funny.
Pretty. It really is a case of Rare Atom just being fully in control at all times. I also want to say, like, Chinggis, they're definitely not communicating as well as I think they could be. And I'll give you an example, right? Gare Kids is sitting in library for the longest time while the entirety of Rare Atom just start making their way through.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. The amount of time that is spent just kind of waiting, no one else is really getting any sort of information, no one else is really finding much of anything, so he just kind of sits there for a really long time, and when he eventually does swing out, he's all on his own. There's very little coordination in general. This is a team that looks like they need to go back to the fundamental drawing board.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest. Like, it feels very just individual. And Rare Atom, well, they had 3 rounds on the T side when they picked into this map against Chinggis Warriors. Now they already sit 3-0, so it looks like they're gonna be expanding upon that. And as the smoke top bracket forces Rare Atom to wait, there's 4 players sitting on this A bomb site for Chinggis Warriors. And they wouldn't mind if Rare Atom walked into their crosshairs.
Okay, it seems possible.
This is such a weird...
Oh, my hat. Okay, somehow manages to get by. Cool, somebody will just re-swing that.
News is in second mid.
Not sure what the plan is there. I'm supposed to set up a flank at some point. Interesting that Rare Atom have now figured out how to take their finger off of the W button. And yet, despite that, look at how much space they've garnered. They've pushed their way all the way up into A. Finally, we'll see some kills come through here for Chinggis. And, okay, there's potential here for a turnaround. The B side's completely empty, but this... Oh, brother. Danger is still holding so close into their spawn. They're not expecting it. They're not checking for it. The last 2 players here. And unfortunately, News just has a pistol. There's no potential for a crossfire here. Gerrikids is being held up by 2 players. So there's no way that he's going to be able to get to News. There you go. News finally goes down. Surely you just hold on to the rifle. No, you don't.
Can't even get out.
Nope.
Child King, I will say, I feel like he saved the day a little bit there. It was not a pretty round to watch, I'll be honest. Rare Atom, very overcomplicated, I think, things against the low purchase there. And it almost came to bite them as they tried to split B. Child King getting 4 kills and sitting 8-1. He has been magnificent this series and continues to do so. And it's Rare Atom exceeding their previous 3 rounds that they got on the T side last time. Now on to 4, another rifle round, and they're just going to bully Chinggis Warriors off banana.
So I will say, thank you to whoever it is in chat, but apparently Red Bull is a Honda engine, which is not what I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest.
What a niche piece of information he just knows.
No, but like some people watch F1, bro. Like...
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly, Chinggis are playing in this match, but I'm unconvinced. Alright. Come on, guys. Please. Surely you save at this point. We're only 4 rounds in. This is recoverable if we start making some good life decisions. This is not a good life decision. This is an AWP. Oh, brother. The moment you scope in, you are dead. Never mind. You know what? Maybe he just wins these. Picks up a rifle, but gets killed from on high. News is the last one again. Ooh. News somehow. But it doesn't matter. There's no time. Brother, that couldn't have gone any worse.
Hey, he got his first 2 kills. That's positive, right?
It's something.
It's just another one of those rounds where Rare Atom, it's just, it feels very minimal resistance, like they just run onto the B-bomb site. And it does get a little bit close, obviously, at the end. There's the post plant that wasn't exactly flawless, and they don't clear the back of the bomb site after the opening 2 kills. And it does lead to some questions and some scare, but ultimately, Rare Atom are 5-0 up. They literally haven't lost a round this whole series. It's a change up from Chinggis Warriors. They're trying to get the fight to Banana, and it's actually going to be looking pretty good. The MP9s pick up 2 kills, and Rare Atom try and now pivot over towards this A-bomb site. They do get out of apartments, but Chinggis Warriors, Sam, they might actually win their first round.
All right, we're finally getting to see them fight back. Really solid banana control, a staple for Inferno, but somebody has been such a monster for so many of these rounds. Now each of them just need to blow them over with a leaf, but Ghetto Kids has gotten in behind them, only good for the first. Now somebody in a 1 versus 2. One enemy that he could just tickle, but surely now with that jump, with that hop down being heard, there's no way he is the smoke to come through, and he can't win the duel. And finally, the Chinggis Warriors will live up to their warrior name. They'll fight back, and they'll get a round on board. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than 1 round to make this a contested fight.
And the fact that that round gets that close, they had, what, 8 HP combined in the 2 versus 4 or whatever? How does Rare Atom almost win that round after losing 2 players instantly and playing a 3 versus 5 and then a 2 versus 4? It's actually crazy to me that almost is a round that's won. But Chinggis Warriors, guys, this is not a drill. They actually won a round. It's taken almost 20 rounds, but they're finally on the board. Issue is straight back to reality as they get pushed off Banana. This time it's not going to be 2 opening kills for them. Instead, it's big chunk damage from the HEs.
Big Chungus damage for the Chinggises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've just lost our minds at this stage.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely unhinged. But all right, let's try to rein this back in. Again, banana control, as mentioned, as is quite well known. Very important. And Chinggis do try to go for it again, but unfortunately, the deluge of utility that gets tossed at them by Rare Atom forces them into a very uncomfortable position. Now controllers, oh, there's no way, bro. Verstappen is back. He's taken out that AWP. They're trying to push through the smoke, but Ariel will get one back. He's trying to gatekeep this entryway as far as possible. And he has stemmed that tide ever so tightly, or ever so slightly. They'll pull over a rotation. And this is a good time for Rare Atom to just back out, move away.
Yeah, that rotation of Zor is scary because Chinggis Warriors only have 2 players on this A bomb site. Molotov down towards short. That's the final defensive utility. 15 seconds. Time is definitely of the essence here. This site hold, it's looking good, but it does topple. 10 seconds and the bomb shall get planted. Article, he did great over towards the B bomb site, but with the AWP picked up, it's not an ideal weapon for the retake. Zur coming in from top brackets. The kit's on this AWPer, so he's the one you got to look out for. Needs to get that over towards the bomb site. Zur's being very loud as well, running up short. They know exactly where he is, and he's just going to get shot in the side of the head. Article, I don't know, never even really went for that retake. Threw a flashbang and barely even gets out of library. As soon as Chinggis Warriors gets 1 round the board, Rare Atom clap back.
Whew. So it's a round where you can see them trying to fight back, and they did well to maintain control towards that B site. But with Rare Atom opting to pivot, and with Chinggis having already drawn one of their reinforcements over towards B, there's very little to try to defend on A. And without any opening frags, we've seen how they struggle to pull back any semblance of control. We move into our 8th round here, and you can see the desperation has clawed onto our Chinggis Warriors. We'll see if News can get anything done with that. He's all alone on that A side. I'll be honest, a one and done and a free rifle would be pretty sick if he can actually accomplish that. It seems unlikely as RA now posture towards B once again. Oh, what are these shots, bro? Oh my god, News. No!
Oh
no, he got one. He got one.
He got one.
All right, well, one and done for sure, but unfortunately no rifle recovered. 2 versus 2. There are some guns here for our Chinggis Warriors to recover. 1 AK already picked up. They'll be able to pick up another one here. Maybe? Yes, there we go. 2v2 retake, no kit. Time is of the essence. HE out does not connect. You would have liked that little bit of extra chip damage, but not to be the case. The AWP in pit, uncleared, unchecked, gets the shot. Last one left. And he somehow make a miracle happen. And there you go. Shot through the wall, and you're to blame.
It honestly feels like right now, Rare Atom are just like playing with their food, right? This seems almost unfair. What's going on with Chinggis Warriors? Did they just not show up to play today?
I don't know, man. I mean, somebody
like,
else that hasn't showed up has been Li Hung. I mean, that's our dear player to watch.
Ironically enough,
like,
really funnily enough, right? The irony in that one. Like, they have lost 1 round so far in over 20 rounds, and Li Hang's actually been struggling quite a lot. Still, obviously, a lot of time for him to succeed. This is it's a lot better though from Zor. He paths his way beautifully on Banana, and with support from teammates, Chinggis Warriors. Again, this is good success towards B. Their 1 round they have gotten was because of an early Banana play. So it looks like they're mimicking now that success once again.
I'm gonna be honest, you're getting 2 there is crazy. I suppose part of it is because they're not expecting him to have advanced so far down Banana. But it's crazy that the reaction was so slow that he's able to do so much in the early round. And now, I mean, to be fair, it is somebody that's still alive. He's had some insane multi-frags so far throughout this series. And it's essentially a 2 versus 2 on the site. If they can hit the accelerator here... but Chinggis are doing very well at drawing out that time. Now, reinforcements have arrived. 1 through the smoke. All right, Li Hung looking to redeem himself. We'll get that bomb planted. Somebody, however, is taken out. Now, Li Hung... Oh, man, I was about to put it all on his shoulders, but before I even had the chance, he will get taken out, and we'll see Chinggis go up to 2.
I thought that was going to be a really poetic round where we were talking about like, oh, Li Hang, like a Dia player to watch, has had a pretty slow day, and then boom, like wins a 2v4 or 1v3 or whatever, and it's like, oh, okay, welcome to the server, welcome. But that isn't the case, and Chinggis Warrior, okay, they double their scoreline, and if I'm them, I'm going to continue playing 3B because that's the only thing that's really worked out for them is their banana control. And I feel like they should just continue to try and reinforce that opening kill potential. Interesting enough, that's actually not what they're going to do. It's going to be an apartment setup instead. And Controls, he's had a pretty slow day. But with the AWP, oh, never mind, misses the opening kill. Luckily, though, support is there.
Another great start to a round for the Chinggis Warriors. So very quickly getting 3. And it feels like RA don't have many options to come back into this round. See if they can make something happen here. Nice little molly there to deny some space. And they head back towards mid. Oh, I thought they might actually pivot over towards B, but instead... they're going to push this. Unfortunately, with positions completely telegraphed, it will be a spray down and a slaughter. And finally, so another round on the board, but finally, we've seen some real economic damage done. Rare Atom now in a position where they're going to struggle to buy in.
Is this their first eco the whole day?
Yes!
Wow. Okay. this is a little bit more like it. This is actually a game now. Because if Chinggis Warriors are able to get 5 rounds, boom, that's actually a workable half. And this would be a real upset and turnaround after this was so brutally one-sided. And instead, it's actually looking competitive, and these rounds are looking clean for Chinggis Warriors. They're doing well towards Banana. They actually did get a kill on B last round throughout all of that chaos. The A bomb site held for, I think, the first time this whole game. And hey, up against the Eco, controls a very aggressive opening pick down middle. If Chinggis Warriors are going to step up, controls has to be the person to orchestrate the success now with the AWP.
Chinggis, I feel like getting through this round unscathed is really important. Because Rare Atom can still get a hell of a lot done with pistols. So to make sure that Chinggis get through to the next round with all of their guns still in hand is going to be pretty important for building any sort of long-term econ. Let's see if they can actually accomplish that. Rare Atom's still kind of deciding where they want to posture. We're seeing a bit of a lean over towards B here. Zuor spots out one. Now they know that he's got a far more advanced position, so they're going to have to play that a bit more carefully. I will say, Rare Atom taking a pistol or an eco round very seriously.
Yeah. Really running down the clock. 15 seconds, and okay, controls. He gets the opening kill in the round. He gets the final kill. A round that goes as anticipated. As we head into now the final round, the half, I'm actually excited about this game. For the first time today, it's been very one-sided for Rare Atom. It's been brutally one-sided. It's not even been contestable. And finally, there actually seems to be some signs of life from Chinggis Warriors, and it is starting to be very exciting.
7-5. Are we feeling it?
I think it's possible. It's definitely manageable. Second half pistol win as well. Like it makes it possible.
Yeah, certainly doable. This is a map that we have actually seen them get good results on versus Rare Atom. And News has taken a lot of early damage here, so that's going to force him to have to play a little bit more safe. Rare Atom have given up a lot of space early on. They haven't gone for that aggressive banana control that they have been in previous rounds. Still trying to deny space as far as possible and somehow still kind of chipping away some HP. But Dangerous gets wiped off the board. And that's going to allow Ariukal to kind of rotate over towards this A site. Alright, trying to contact up here. I don't hate this, but it's going to have to be perfect. Spots the hand. The Molotov comes out. He takes a ton of damage, but he still gets a second before finally dying to the flames. Now, 3 versus 3, but a great crossfire setup will shut down Rare Atom's ingress onto this site. They're going to have to push through. Somehow, 3 players holding the line here. It's all down to Summer. Blinded out. A shot cannot connect. It's a 5-7 half, and Chinggis Warriors are still in this match.
finally some signs of life from Chinggis Warriors. It's taken a long time, but they've got themselves on the board. 5 rounds at the half, a second half pistol victory could put them in a very dangerous position, and Rare Atom need to make sure they don't lose their grasp and grip on this game. CT side, however, is the favored side for both of these teams on Inferno. So maybe 5 isn't actually good enough for Chinggis Warriors, but this pistol round could dictate a lot. They've already taken a lot of damage from 1 HE though.
Certainly make things a bit more doable. However, they are posturing B here. Somebody is the Lone Ranger holding the line. How much can he get up? Wow. Damn, all right. Through a smoke, died to a double HE, and that is the site for free and for gratis. Bomb's gonna get planted, and now Rare Atom have to retake. 4 versus 5, no information, no real possibility of ingress, no utility. They're just going to have to dry swing every single one of these fights. All 4 of these players are standing, waiting in the church, waiting to put you in one of those coffins. And Li Hang, with 3 HP in a dream, the dream is dead.
Okay. Also, I think that was like 200 damage from HEs that round, by the way.
It's outrageous.
That was a lot from both sides combined. That's 5 rounds in a row for Chinggis Warriors, and that's a second half pistol round, their first pistol round claimed of the day, and now a 1 round game. This is looking very precarious for Rare Atom, as we will be entering a later stage of this second map in our best of 2 or like best of 1 series, and it's actually going to be a force buy from Rare Atom. A very interesting call to be making when this is such a close game, to put quite a lot on the line going into round 14, and Kazi's got a mag 7.
There's certainly a lot of confidence for them to be going for this buy, and I think that a 13-0 can instill that kind of confidence in you for sure. However, confidence doesn't win games. It certainly helps. It's going to take a lot more, and Chinggis Warriors have started to make a bit of a resurgence for themselves. I do like the slightly slower play. Kind of just feeling things out a little bit before really committing to anything. And this is something we didn't see a whole heck of a lot from Rare Atom, just like regular old defaulting and slowly moving your way in. They had a few rounds of it, but for the most part, it was very kind of turbulent.
Should be careful about the clock, right? 40 seconds left. There are only 2 players on A, and Zor's doing really good work at causing chaos over on the B side. Scaling now being achieved. Article. Oh, that's dangerous. That's scary. That deagle shot, and with 20 seconds left, what's going on? Chinggis Warriors, they've left this way too late. Kaze, Max 7 up close, finds the first, now knows where they're coming from. Support is there with Summer. Max 7 can't find another kill, but the 5-7's on the bomb site, and unfortunately is not looking the right way. Bomb planted with no time to spare, and Li Hang, he's been in a 1 versus 3 this map before, hasn't succeeded. Now, another opportunity. He's found 2, but unfortunately the 3rd evades him.
I'm amazed that Chinggis get that done with the limited amount of time that they actually had available. I mean, Rare Atom just needed to shave 2 seconds. And what people don't realize is that 1 second in Counter-Strike is a lifetime. And unfortunately, 2 lifetimes for CW, for Chinggis to get that plant. They will do so. Now, Rare Atom do keep that very close. So, at the very least, they've forced to reinvest. They've got a little bit of extra money for themselves into this round. But they're opting to force, which in and of itself is certainly questionable. Now we've got 2 of those Mag 7s. We did see a really nasty shot with it in the previous round, but like, I don't know, man. This is like seeing the 2 AWPs earlier.
What?
How did you survive that? Never mind actually get the kill. Like, this is... Rare Atom are starting to crumble.
I mean, it's 6 rounds in a row for Chinggis Warriors.
Time.
Looking to go 7 in a row and also take the lead perhaps, but fighting over towards B, this Mag 7 up close can be terrifying. It looks like... Oh wait, Chinggis Warriors have lost the bomb. The bomb's top banana. I didn't realize that they'd completely lost it. And Summer, he lines up too. The Mag 7 is struggling to find the mark, but finally does. And News left in the smoke. Obliterated. What a round from Summer. And finally, the streak of 6 in a row for Chinggis Warriors has ended.
That's actually insane. To have your bomb carrier so far in so advanced in your phalanx that you could lose it so quickly as the first kill, and then recovery is almost impossible because of a shotgun that then goes on to get another kill, and I don't believe it gets it doesn't get the final kill, but it causes enough of a distraction to allow that last kill. I mean, that is a very rough round from Chinggis, given how good some of these previous rounds have looked. And now we're seeing Rare Adam take a slightly more advanced position, a little bit cheeky, gets that opener. Li Hang to follow it up. And now Chinggis left with only 3 players, 1 rifle, complemented by what is now only 1 pistol.
Ooh, nice shot.
Okay, I mean, that's a free rifle, sure.
Actually, it's a...
Oh shit, yeah, it's a Mac 10.
It's a Mac 10, unfortunately.
Unlucky.
So the reward is not great. Yeah, the double force buy from Rare Atom is a real devious call, and it works perfectly. That's
timing.
Such a rough timing. News switches to the Mac 10 as he gets peaked, and now it feels like that kind of pivotal round, the swing round. Because that's been won by Rare Atom now, it's just swung everything in favor for them. They are going to probably go to 9. It's going to most likely be an eco round for Chinggis Warriors. And Zor's just thinking about damage, and that's not even going to be taken as the Mac 10 at range wins out that duel. 9-7 for Rare Atom, and it feels like they've stopped messing around now. They are reclaiming the title in this series.
And there's a moment where the first force in the second round, I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. You're a confident team. If this works out, you reset the economy. Yeah, I vibe with this. The second force, I'm going, is that really the right call? Is that... Somehow they've made these forces, I don't know, chain into some sort of success. Now back into a 2-round lead, and again looking to get disgustingly aggressive into mid. This Mac 10 is absolutely farming. Yes, they're already in the spawn. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. It's turned into one of those games, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Summer's just run down mid and picked up 3 kills. No,
hey, what did the chicken do to you?
What did the chicken do?
Rude.
Rude. That is double digits though for Rare Atom, and this is a very scary position for Chinggis Warrior because they're basically 1 gun round away from being, well, I guess Rare Atom are 1 gun round away from being put on map point. So this excitement in this matchup, this contestable game potentially, I feel like it's fizzling out, and this is the big round. This is, yeah, if they lose this, Rare Atom will probably be going on to 12. So it's the Galils and AKs out. It's a fast play towards brackets. There's only 3 players. So yeah, there's 3 players on that B bomb site early for Rare Atom. So Chinggis Warriors, if they're able to take this space early towards A, it's their perfect opportunity to do so. And that's what they will do.
Need to see some sort of capitalization though. Like they've kind of stalled out now. Quite a bit of utils has been chucked out, but there hasn't been any sort of follow-up off of it. They're stagnating. They're hoping that someone from Rare Atom is going to swing out and they can take advantage of it, but they may just be falling into Rare Atom's trap here. Oh, really good spot there behind the pot
no.
plant. It's a beautiful bit of spray there. It's a double. Can't make it a third. Swings into 2, but still advantage Rare Atom. And they will press that even further. Now only 2 players left here. There is an option to pivot. They're not going to go for the pivot. They're going to keep pushing towards A. Summer's in a good spot here. With that MP9, that could be absolutely devastating. Still one more up towards balcony. The shot doesn't connect, but they know where that player is. The MP9, there it is. Close range, absolutely decimates. Followed up by the USP, because why the hell not? 1 HP and an 11th round for Rare Atom.
I mean, Child King definitely does overplay his hand a lot there. I think that like he gets a really nice double, right? And it just does show, I think, the level of the confidence Rare Atom are at right now. He definitely does extend too far, and it could have cost him the game, also the round. It doesn't. Kaze is also getting aggressive in apartments. Rare Atom are playing no fear Counter-Strike. They're playing no respect right now, and Chinggis Warriors just that I don't know. I think they had some steam, but all of their steam is being fizzled out. Li Hang is in a difficult position right now. That nade in the smoke actually reveals himself to the masses, so somebody's kind of trolled him a little bit with that one, but ultimately this Tech 9 round is being cleaned up really easily, and yeah, it's just a Rare Atom going on to 12, and just look at their confidence.
I think at this point for Chinggis, it's going to take nothing short of a miracle, really. Oh, man.
Kaze's he's down.
Oh, buddy. Map point, yeah, in our second best of 1. At least this was a bit more contested than our first map.
Yeah.
But it may just be the end of the line for the Chinggis Warriors in this particular matchup. And it's still really tough because you know that they've won against Rare Atom before. So you're kind of wondering, well, what happened to that team? What happened to those guys? But they've still got a fairly decent standing overall. There's still a few more games to be played. So there are at least opportunities to try and mount a comeback this season. But for now, we'll head into our final round and see what miracles the Chinggis Warriors may yet have up their sleeves. A very, very packed push in straight into brackets. They push into the smoke. Zor to get the first. Child King is being absolutely unchecked. And Rare Atom will just spray through the encroaching T's. Now with only 2 left, they have managed to bite back. But they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. A ton of damage done onto News. Controllers will bring it to a 2 versus 2 and get this bomb planted. And suddenly, this round looks winnable.
This is a good position for Chinggis Warriors. 2 versus 2 post plant. Nuiz is low HP. Both Somebody and Child King have kits. They've also both been having a very good day. Need to make sure they don't run the clock down too much as they have separated. Somebody goes in towards apartments and he gets decapitated as soon as he comes around the corner. And honestly, it's perfect. Really nice post plant from Chinggis Warriors as they do keep their head above the water.
Whew, all right, stay of execution. 1 more round in the bank. Unfortunately, it breaks a streak of very one-sided rounds, which means that Rare Atom still comfortably coming into this next round. AWP in hand. Summer, I think he started this round with over 13k. So the pressure is not on at all for Rare Atom. But for Chinggis, every single step needs to be perfect. They're walking a tightrope here. Can't afford to lose their balance. Now again, we're seeing a little bit of that aggression in towards mid, but Rare Atom now opting to back off. Probably the right call. They've taken a lot of space towards Banana, and they've installed Ariukal at top. So he can either hold for flank or set up for a late flank. And all of that attention has pulled a rotation over from A as well, which has put Chinggis in a really good position to overrun this site.
Yeah, Kaze had a massive double with the rifle last round. It wasn't enough to win the round, but it did put his team in an advantage. Now with the AWP, he's in a similar position, in a similar predicament. Wrap smokes have been thrown. And Rare Atom look to scale up long. Kaze throwing utility over, and as somebody's taken control of B, it's allowed for the rotation over towards A. Chinggis and Lihang are in the prime position to strike, prime position to succeed, and that's what they'll do. Controls and Nuas left again in this 2 versus 3, and once more they're looking to fight their way out. Summer whiffs from pit. Smoke blocks him, and he even loses his life. Now somebody has to try and clutch up this 1 versus 2. It was a 4 versus 2, and now he's all been left by himself. Chinggis Warriors. It felt like this round, similar to the last, it was game over. But they're keeping themselves alive. Somebody trying to search for an isolation. Can't get a kill. They're not giving him anything. And time is ticking down. And Nuas, he's just playing with his food. A 2 versus 4 for Chinggis Warriors. And overtime is still on the cards.
Certainly a possibility there. I found what happened in pit quite funny because that smoke comes out, and I think that maybe because he's on like 1 HP. So he's like, oh man, if this is an HE, I am dead. Turns, looks at it, and gets shot from towards library. And that is so unfortunate. I think that a perhaps more seasoned player would realize, well, if it is an HE, I'm dead either way, whether I look or, you know, so rather kind of hold the line, maybe I can win the duel if somebody peeks me. But it's these small differences that separate the best of the best from the rising tide of Chinggis. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
The rising tide of Chinggis. What a sentence.
This is a sentence of all time.
Chinggis just pushed B, by the way, by himself and got 2 kills. It was an open kill. Liang was, he died. He was the first to fall, and now Chinggis has all of this control over towards B. The bomb needs to be scooped up, and he's making Chinggis' life very difficult, but it is still somehow a 3 versus 3, and the bomb has now been reattained, and it needs to make its way over towards A, because Chinggis Warriors are in very good position. AWP in apartments. Somebody's going to be careful. Instead, he just swings out instantly. Dinks. Summer from the shadows reveals himself, but only good for 1. And it's another position where Chinggis Warriors, this is the 3rd round in a row now, where they've been in a 2v4, 2v3, and somehow they're fighting their way through. Chinggis, he's already picked up 2 kills in this round. He'll pick up another. Does come to cost of a lot of his HP. And Ghetto Kids put Chinggis Warriors on double digits.
And again, that question, where was this Chinggis Warriors on map 1? This is such a crazy difference between what we saw earlier and right now. It's honestly a little bit unbelievable. And again, I think that a lot of that comes down to T-side and how strong T-side is at the moment. And I know they came into this with a lower score line, and you were saying that, like, statistically they tend to do well on the CT side on this map, but looking at how they play, I could see them being a more T-sided team, and they've somehow managed to, you know, get that to work for them. And that economy that I spoke about 2 rounds ago, well, now for Rare Atom, it finally is decimated. They've got barely anything to work with into this round, and they've still opted to bring through as much as they can. They're getting a little bit of damage done, but let's face it, this is probably going to be Chinggis taking us up to 11. And then we're 1 round away from OT. This map could very well go down to the wire. And given what happened on Mirage, I don't think any of us were expecting that.
No. And especially just like how this map has been playing out. You know, it's a force by 1 from Rare Atom. They were 7-1 up, and we've been here before, Sam. Sam, you've jinxed it.
Oh.
Sam, you've jinxed it. It's a 1 versus 4. They've lost to the Force Spy again. I literally said, Rare Atom, they've won a Force Spy already this half. They do it again. And this time, to close out the whole series. Sam, that is what we call a caster curse.
That is what we call Chinggis just... I don't know, man.